In this video, I'm going to be showing you the best shooting guard build to make an NBA 2K21 for Pro-Am, Rec, or pretty much any game mode. If you're new to the channel, my name is Lance Sessions. I'm the assistant coach for Mavs Gaming. And to start this build off, we'll be selecting the power forward position. This is in order to get the most badges as possible for this shooting guard build. So for this build, you'll select 6'7" height, 210 pounds weight, and 6'10" wingspan. So the reason for the 6'10" wingspan is, as you can see, you'll keep your driving dunk above a 90, so we can actually get the contact dunk animations. I like to go to the defined body shape, but you can select whichever you want. For the attributes, we'll be putting driving layup to a 67, driving dunk to a 92. We will put post control to a 61, for shooting 95 mid-range, 91 three-pointer, a 62 free throw, for pass accuracy a 78, ball handling an 84, speed with ball an 84. We won't touch interior defense, 95 perimeter defense. Your steal will be a 62, block to a 73, offensive and defensive rebound maxed. Your speed will be maxed at an 85, acceleration an 81, vertical to a 70, stamina to a 95. So for this build, there's a lot of things that you can adjust. For me, the 4 finishing badges is just to get Hall of Fame posterizer. I really feel like that's the only badge that I'll be, and most competitive players will utilize. The only other badge you might want to try to get is the Fearless Finisher badge. I think that one's also a good one, so you can kind of tweak that. The shooting, I think 24 shooting badges is great. It allows you to have a few secondary badges that I think are important to have. One badge that we don't get because we're our power forward is Circus Threes. So there's kind of a trade-off with that. The fades right now in Pro-Am and Rec, and I mean the entire NBA 2K21 scene is very strong. So just shooting off the dribble from 3 is really strong. So Circus Threes is, I mean, you can get away with not having it. One of the pluses is being 6'7" at the 2 at the off ball. So we're going to really be in those lanes. We'll be able to switch on to point guards, or we'll be able to switch on guards. We'll pretty much be able to help rebound. Pretty much in all scenarios, this build is going to help the Pro-Am team out better than actually having a secondary, like 6'4" guard who has Circus Threes and things like that. Now, it really depends on your play style. This build can dribble, but if you're running kind of a 2-guard system where you're the point guard and shooting guard share who's running the offense, I think that you should make a point guard build or a guard build over this power forward that plays shooting guard. But if you're playing like absolute team defense, you have one guard, I think this is definitely the way to go. 24 shooting badges, like I said, a lot of flexibility there. 22 playmaking might be too much for some players, but there are a lot of strong playmaking badges in this game, like special delivery. Bullet pass is a must-have for any type of someone who's got the ball in their hand. Quick first step, of course, and then with this many, you could even try to throw on like floor general or anything like that to help the team out. 14 defensive badges gives you plenty. If you have to play in the corner, if you got to play hash, I mean, you could put a lot of different types of badges here, and we'll get into the badges right after this. And then your physicals are absolutely perfect. Of course, you get your +4s, so you definitely be very fast at 6'7". So with that, we'll move on to the next section. So for the takeover, you're playing shooting guard. So I would put spot up precision as your first badge. I like extreme clamps as a secondary badge. So spot up precision is going to help you hit any type of shot like as you're standing. Extreme clamps, so you can see stone walls, ball handlers, into more forced pickups and things like that. I think this is one of the better lock badges. So with this one, kind of give us a little bit more defense if we do get our double takeover. So we'll go with spot up precision and extreme clamps. For the finishing badges, like I said, you get 4 Hall of Fame posterizers, the only badge that I'll be utilizing, but the only other badge I suggest equipping as a guard will be Fearless Finisher. The only reason why I don't like to equip it can become handy, is I feel like it can bring you into more layup animations if that's the badge that activates versus posterizer. I feel like if the only badge you have is posterizer, it's just only going to activate to help you get more contact dunks. Again, that's not 100% proven, but I really feel like that's how it is. So we'll be equipped in posterizer Hall of Fame. For the shooting, I suggest using Hall of Fame blinders, Hall of Fame deep threes, Hall of Fame hot zone hunter. You could throw in hot shot, catch and shoot Hall of Fame. And now from here, there's a few just really depending on your play style. the ones that I would recommend, of course, like a green machine, or if you do get a little bit more dribbling situations, stop and pop's a great badge to have. And then with the fades, how it is, you could even throw in some difficult shots. So these are the type of badges that I suggest putting on this shooting guard build. It really just depends on what type of offense that you're running. Like I said, if you're running kind of a 2 ball handler system versus you just being kind of a standing sharp. For playmaking, we'll go Hall of Fame quick first step. Now unpluckable, it just depends again, like how often you're gonna have the ball and putting on the ball on the floor. You can kind of move this level. I'm just gonna keep it bronze for myself. Bailout, always gotta have bailout, high badge. Bullet passer this year is a must have. Special deliveries, even a badge that you could have on you, really depending on, it gives boost to a passer and receivers takeover meter following a flashy pass if the shot goes in. Some people are utilizing this to really boost takeovers, like with wide open. So if the sharp's wide open, their special or their flashy passing over to them. Another one, of course, handle for days. Always got to keep your stamina. So again, with this one, you can kind of mess around with it if you want to, throw this Hall of Fame. But you can even add in floor general, as well as you can, go needle threader, stop and go. There's just a lot of good playmaking badges. It really depends on the play style. But for myself, I'll throw bailout, Hall of Fame, floor general, gold, just to kind of help my teammates out. And then for your defensive badges, usually in prime and rec as the shooting guard, you're normally going to be in the corner because your point guard and your lock are going to be up top, defending most of the top of the key situations. So if you're going to be playing corner, which I think you can go box bronze. I would go interceptor, at least bronze or higher. You could throw in some intimidator in there just to help you get some stops if you got to drop to the paint. I would put rebound chaser at least silver to gold. Again, you're 6'7", you're a power forward playing the shooting guard role, but team rebounding should be no problem with this build. And so here, you can kind of just look around and customize it how you feel again. Like I said, I feel like interceptor at bronze is good. Silver, clamps, I can just turn these up. One badge I suggest also putting on is off-ball pest. It's going to help you stop a lot of back cuts, a lot more bump animations in the off-ball situations. We can raise intimidator. With the last two, again, this is kind of depends on your play style, but this is kind of something that I would suggest kind of putting on. It's going to give you a little bit of everything. If you got to drop to the paint, rim protector, rebound chase is going to kick in. Interceptor is going to help you get those steals. Clamp's going to help you stop those corner players from really driving on you. If you need to turn this up, I would kind of take away from intimidator, turn it up, or even rebound chaser. Box just to help you, like really seal off some players. You're big enough to get rebounds without really needing box, but it's always good to make sure that you're securing each rebound. If you're going to use a custom jumper to just try out builds, I would suggest going with Steph Curry. It's one of the best jump shots to actually just test with. I really feel like it's one of the best jump shots for any guard in the game. And that'll conclude the best shooting guard build in NBA 2K21. Again, this build is mainly used for the competitive pro-am or rec scene. It can really be used in park. You can kind of switch it up however you want. This is like one of those demigod power forward builds, really built to play shooting guard like we went over. If you like the video, make sure to subscribe, as well as check out some of the other videos. We have a lot of other different types of build videos, as well as like some of the best badges that you can equip to pretty much any type of player that you're looking for. So make sure to check those out. I appreciate you stopping by, and I'll see you next time.